Hello everyone. Uh, Time to do another video now about my Senneccio angel wings. It's the perfect time to look after them and take cuttings and do what you need to do with them. This one has been out all winter, and as you can see, it's really badly damaged by slugs and snails and obviously the weather. But the tips of each of these little branches is still silvery and grey. So what I'm going to do is quite drastic. I'm going to cut all of these off and I'm going to use them as cuttings. So what I need to do first of all is some of these around the side, I'll cut them quite close to the main branch here. And I'll cut them all off first, and then I shall show you what I'm actually going to do. So there's the top one here. They're quite thick, but if I left them, I think what would happen is they would just grow and grow and grow, and then they would be too tall and probably snap the branches anyway. So by doing this, I'm hopefully reducing the weight, but also they may grow from the main stem again. So I'm keep doing this all the way along and cutting them quite close. So as you can see, all I'm left with is this bare stump here. I hope it will sprout from around the sides here. I won't throw it away. I'll just put it under cover, give it a bit of feeding and see what happens. And I've got one little one there, which is growing from last year. So what I do with all of these then, I'll just put this on the floor, out of the way. And then all the leaves that are underneath here, I shall just pull them all off because obviously they are just dead and dying, and hopefully I'll be taking off all the slugs and snails with it. So I shall take all of these, and even these that are just discoloured, pull them all off, all the way around. And I know it does look drastic, and it probably is very drastic, but I think if you do this, you will have a small area like that, and I'm going to cut it just under there, at that joint there, just below the joints there. And it doesn't matter where you cut it because there are leaf joints all the way along. So I can throw that away. And what I shall do with these, I'm going to let this area dry off for about an hour or two, a couple of hours. I'm going to put it in a normal mixture of compost and vermiculite or compost and grit, and put it in the greenhouse or under cover somewhere where it's not going to be frosted, and hopefully you'll have many cuttings from that. But as you can see, there's a lot of them. And again, this is a large one here. Don't be tempted to keep a large portion of it. It's better to have a smaller area, and then it should grow much easier, much quicker, much faster, and you'll have a decent plant. So again, now you see, it's just like that, but I'm going to cut it just under there, like that. Do that one there. Throw these pieces away because they're not going to be of any use. Make sure there's no slugs and snails on it. You could wash it to make sure it is free of anything, or dip it in some warm water and shake it about. So those are there, and I'll do that with all of these. These are two cuttings I took late last summer, and as you can see, they're different sizes. They've been in the greenhouse, so they are affected by a little bit by some damage, but I'll clean them over thoroughly, make sure they're okay. I'll repot them, put them in some good compost with some extra feeding, and hopefully then I'll have some more decent plants this year. And with the cuttings I've got there, I should have half a dozen or so. And what I found with these is they don't seem to last more than a year or two, because they get too large. So again, look after them that way. If you're happy with doing small cuttings or large cuttings, then do whichever you feel like doing it. So I hope that's okay, and I shall do another one soon.